Hi, Ben Kingsley here, Chair of the Property Investors Council of Australia. Over the last couple of years, we have been lobbying very hard to protect the rights of the property investor. Now, you saw that first and foremost in the lead up to the federal election, where we made it very clear that Labor's tax policies on negative gearing and capital gains tax were no good for property and no good for the country. Now, it pleased us to see that over the weekend, most Australians believed that that was the case. And that's important for us because it now means that all property owners, including investors and also renters, are going to be better protected in terms of a more secure property market. Now, PICA's job is to make sure that we call out bad policy. And this was bad policy. It was based on incorrect data and it was not going to deliver the benefits to the broader economy that Labor thought. It's now no longer going to see the light of day and we're very pleased for that. But it does highlight to you, as a member of PICA, the work that we can do when we unite and we put our message out there in a strong way. Now, our job is not done here. We have more to do. At the federal level, we've got a lot of policy agenda items that we want to cover off on. Firstly, we want to regulate the property investment market. We don't want to see spruikers coming in, making mum and dad investors, lose lots and lots of money. We also want to see the reintroduction of a cap on travel expenses to go and inspect a property that you might own interstate. In addition to that, we also want to see the Liberal Coalition National Party to also look at depreciation. We think that that's been too excessive in terms of changes in that space as well. So there's a lot of work still to be done in regards to our lobbying efforts at the federal level. When we also look at the state level, there's also some serious lobbying work that we're going to have to do. There's been some radical changes to some of the Tenancy Act reforms that are going on in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, and I suspect that that will flow on to other areas. Now, we welcome any review of any policy that's going on, but we want a seat at the table. We want to make sure that they're getting a voice from the landlords, the people who own the property, and not necessarily just from the tenants who live in those properties. We think we can find the right balance, but we're seeing some of this policy very skewed in favour of tenants. So we need to continue that work. So that's where it becomes vitally important that if you are and you know of other people who are property investors, that they join our association. It's absolutely critical that we continue to build the size of our association bigger so we can be stronger, and to make sure that any type of decision being made by the regulators, they've consulted us in the first instance as opposed to telling us what's going to happen with our investments and our assets. So that's why I'm asking you to make sure that you continue to remain a member and to also ask others and invite others to be that member. Because we've got the lobbying effort, but we also have the education. Now you see also some of the education work we did. We did our first webinar. We're doing a lot more meetups throughout the state councils around Australia as well. So that will continue. So our core pillars of lobbying and providing security for our investors, as well as making sure that we're educating you so you can make more informed decisions and make sure you make the right investment decisions, is critical to PICA and who we are. And I invite you to again share that message to your friends and family and continue to grow our association so we can look after the 2.2 million property investors in the marketplace. Thanks for watching.